Welcome to the start of the Family Print Project vlog. We have two things to unbox today. One is a collaborative video one, which is right here. And another one is a box that was sent to us for some prints to do for our next market. They sent us some baby peeps and some articulated items.
This is cute.
We have a wonderful assortment mix of different types of products ready to go at the next market.
This is one of my favorites. And this one. All the dogs, really.
Again, Robert, thank you so very much. This next market that we do is going to have such a huge variety to showcase and to do. Now, the one thing about this one is some of these items we're going to have to figure out pricing for. Since we didn't print them, we need to figure out how they normally would come and how much time, filament, all that stuff takes in order for us to get our pricing for those items to do at the markets. We wanted to say a huge shout out to Amber over at Munbyn. She reached out to us to see how we were doing, and she let us know that she was sorry that everything that we're going through, so we really did appreciate that. And she gave us a couple different options of products to test out to share with you guys on the channel. And the one that we felt best kind of suited our needs at the moment is this portable AC for two main reasons. One, we were already in the market to look for a portable AC to use for our markets, for outside ones that we can help with decreasing the amount of heat in that area. It'll make us stand out a little bit more. It'll have us be able to put the tents all around it up to decrease it and have a place for some people to come in, to come look at our products, but also come to cool down as well. And at the end of the day, showcasing that we are wanting to take care of our customers at all given moments with going above and beyond the service and setting up and doing things out of the ordinary with providing a little bit of luxury in something that is normally known for being directly in heat. So we're actually going to unbox this today. Thank you so much, Amber, over at Munbyn. You have been a lifesaver on this. This is going to be amazing, and we can't wait to test this product out and give you all an honest review of everything that goes on with this. Right now we're going to be doing the unboxing for it, and check it out. Also, we will leave a link in the description box below for this portable AC as we get into it and kind of test it out. So today we have BougeRV. It's a portable air conditioner unit, 3,500 BTUs. It's marketed as fast cooling, so we are going to test it out and hook it up and see how fast cooling it can be. So start with, you have your air duct, the mount for it. This would be a good thing to, if necessary, if it ever breaks, get the model designed or a 3D scan of this model before it breaks to potentially have a replacement piece if ever need be. User manual, tubes, and the remote. Well, that looks like a hefty boy. And the portable AC unit itself. Oh boy. I will say, picking it up even from the handle, it's pretty heavy. Now, it does say that it is requiring 1,500 watts of power to power it off of. Our little generator that we have will not be able to power this. It does help knowing that we are on the next step of getting a generator that can specifically power it. So that is the next step. Okay, it says when first turning on, allow 4 hours of idle time before turning on again to avoid compressor damage. The compressor has an automatic protection mechanism when frequently changing modes. Wait 3 to 5 minutes before it will restart. Any immediate restart is needed. Unplug the power for 1 minute, then plug it back in. At low ambient temperatures, the temperature must be set to a minimum HO to allow the compressor to start normally. All right, here are the cooling specs, the weight, everything you need to know about this portable AC right here. So for those of you who have seen our videos before, when we do product reviews, we always kind of cover the functionality of it, how easy it is to use without giving overly done details on all the specs. We keep it very basic to your everyday standard person, which basically means, does it work, will it work, and will it be useful for you? And if we do enjoy it. Like I said, the one thing that we have noticed, it is kind of heavy. And it does give you some details on the top of how to use it, what you need to do to keep in mind. So number one thing I will say, even before getting this powered on, is to read the warning here. As you can see, it says when you first turning on, allow 4 hours of idle time before turning on again to avoid compressor damage. So if you don't want to overuse the compressor, pay attention to those rules when you turn it on. Let it idle. When it does cut off, just leave it alone for 4 hours. Then you can get back to it at a later time. But we also are in a camper right now. We're going to see how we can utilize this in here. See if it can get cooler in the camper. We just finished up a long day of finalizing the packing as we have a place to go. And we move in on Friday. We're very excited for this next part of what we're going to be doing. We wanted to give a really big shout out to Jen from Hamill's House of 3D Prints. We did not expect her to give us a shout out at the end of her video, in her newest video that we just watched. And the fact that she did that and was inspired by us, for her to start her own YouTube journey here to document all her process of 3D printing, it is mind-blowing how impactful hearing something like that is for us, that we inspired her to take that journey on YouTube. It's hard to continue to explain how we feel about that kind and generous shout out on her channel, and for her to be like, I'm not sure if they know or have ever watched my videos. Seeing that and having her heart put into it and understand what we're going through is amazing and so appreciative. And she totally didn't have to do that, and she went a step above and beyond. All these people that have reached out, who've left comments, who've kept us continuing to see how positive we are, and the reasoning we like to stay so positive is exactly this reasoning. It helps us continue to drive that positivity, because even in the worst moment, things can be fixed. Things can be done. Things can be taken care of. And with us being in this community, it has changed our lives so much, more than you ever could possibly imagine. And as we continue to take these next steps, we are going to continue to be honest and truthful about everything we do, everything we feel, everybody that has joined us on this journey, and everybody that has been here from the beginning. It means the entire world to us, and I am so glad and so appreciative of every single one of you guys. So the next portion of this vlog, we're going to share with y'all some of the stuff we do with our daughter. It's spending time with her this week and just sharing her time with her on her birthday, and kind of bring you along for that journey. And then literally Friday, we move into the new place and get the 3D printing stuff set up and do all that stuff. And we're going to take you on that process this week before we upload. So we should, fingers crossed, have a video by Saturday or Sunday when you guys are seeing this video. But that is the game plan. That is what we plan on doing. But we are so excited. We are so happy to try to get at least a little bit of normalcy back in our lives that is not in this camper. We have made it work as long as we could. We had to move out. So with that being said, with our relationship with the landlord right now, he has been pushing a little bit harder for us to move out sooner rather than later. And we had to find a place quickly. We did find a place that's going to work with us slightly. That's why we ended up moving out this Friday. We did all the stuff for that. The application got all that done. And there was a concern that popped up, which was the animals. We asked some questions about what kind of mixed breeds they weren't wanting, because it said aggressive breeds, so we got into details on that. It said our dogs were fine, so we're really happy that we can get into there and not have to worry about that whole part of that. But yes, the landlord has asked us and expedite what we're doing. We went into conversation with him about kind of our experience, and he kind of apologized for his frustrations on that, but still he wants us to get out of here as quickly as we can, and we're trying to do that, get that done quickly. So we've got a place, we're on to the next step. We're excited to get in there and plan for the next 13 months on what we can do during that time to build the business, to document the process, to get into our forever home. Sorry, Amanda was watching
I
video or
was not.
something. It is a home. It is the next step. Is it a home we would have decided to pick? Absolutely not. But it is a home and a place we can start making our lives back on track.
I am super excited to not be in limbo anymore. I feel like since everything's happened, like, I don't know how to explain my feelings. You know, I'm not good at it. But I do feel like we've just been in limbo. Like, I can't settle. Like, I'm not settled. I can't, like, I want to know what my life's gonna be like for the next year, and I can't do that until we get into a place. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
It's just been like up in the air.
It has been. It's been up in the air, and having to readjust certain things. Even with this trip, usually we have everything packed. We know where everything is, but like all of our stuff is packed. So we've had to figure out how to get our stuff in packing and things like that. We got lucky.
Need it,
we definitely got lucky with doing it ahead of time, because I think with us having to been so heavily focused this last almost year with 3D printing, we haven't had a real actual getaway. The getaways that we have had were work trips.
Yeah, they weren't getaways.
Which weren't getaways. But they were work trips I had to take for my 9-to-5 job, and they've been work trips, to say the least.
Now, we just need to work on focusing on the calm and enjoyment of
Yes, because this
not
next
being
year,
thinking about everything.
because this next year is going to be super duper fun with everything we're going to be incorporating with you guys. But we got positive energy. We got some progress to do. There's a lot more benefits than negatives in this situation, and we appreciate it.
Hopefully, after this video, the next few videos will be back to normal.
Back to normal, to the normal 3D printing stuff with you guys. And thank you for holding out and continue to watch our weekly episodes here. We appreciate it. Thank you guys, and let's continue with this vlog. So we just got back to the camper and realized that Bob had left a wonderful letter for us that we read, and it's beautiful. Thank you so much, Bob. We really do appreciate it. And we are getting things ready to go to move into our new home tomorrow. We went to go look. It, to say the least, was not cleaned as well as it should have been. But we'll bring you along for the process of that. Man, it wasn't too happy when we did go see it, and it took us 6 hours total to get home from Galveston. They told us that they had done a move-in clean, but there was dust on the ceiling. There was still stuff in the closets. There was trash in the trash cans in the garage. So the trash can's full. So once we move in, we've got 2 full trash cans now that we can't put our trash in. Tomorrow, we're gonna have to figure out how to do that. Figure it out when we get in tomorrow, but nonetheless, I'm pretty excited that we can actually have a space to move into that is a home, 3-bedroom, get things going, and get things back up and running. We have something special to unbox in today's video as well. Today is moving day. It's early, but let's get the day started. Got the moving truck. Man is driving it. Something a little different for her. All right, we got the first load. Didn't realize we were going to need a second load. But yeah. We are definitely going to need a second load to get stuff done. Alright guys, just wanted to give you a little bit of update. We are in our new house here. We will do a full house tour once everything's done, but this is the 3D printing room. I'm actually about to build this shelf real quick before we end out the night, but we've literally been moving everything all day since 7 o'clock this morning, and it is currently 10 o'clock at night. So we've been pretty busy. For starters, this shelf is a lot smaller than what was seen on the shelf at Home Depot. So we'll see how this works and see if the printer's gonna be put on there. We already know we're gonna need to put some vibration cushioning on it if we do use it for that, and let's put it together. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know what the heck I was thinking. It's 10 o'clock at night on a Friday. I got the shelvings out of the box, but I'm gonna leave it as that for right now until tomorrow, because I have to figure out how to put the clamps on and all this stuff, and I am just exhausted. I got to get these 2 mattresses out of their boxes and inflate for the next 24 hours for them to be used tomorrow night. So got to do it now. So we've had our first night here, and we have a package to open from Sam, Family Print Mill. Sent over some more goodies. We're gonna open them up right now. I will also let y'all know and give y'all an update on the assessed damage. Also, some caused by myself and some caused by in the transportation process. So that's been fun. So let's go ahead and open up some goodies. Again, Sam, thank you so much for sending us a care package here and getting us back on track with prints. Here's the new batch of prints he sent over to us.
These are so cute. I'm obsessed with them.
Yeah, they're gonna be super cool when we assembled them and put the stuff inside them. We got the pie turtle, we have the peacock dragon, the eagle, the whale, the pizza manta ray, and the winter dragon. All looks extremely phenomenal. Make sure you guys go follow Family Print Mill. I left their link in the description box below. There's gonna be a couple shout outs in today's video to wrap everything up, along with some setting up the new 3D printing room as best as we can right now. And let's get back to getting some stuff organized. Now, we were trying to get a lot of this stuff done yesterday, but the AC in this new place wasn't working properly. So they're actually here right now putting some Freon, testing some more things out on this air conditioner. We had to buy a portable one, at least the bedroom, for it to be cool for us to have our first night here instead of the camper. So we've got we have like 99% of the stuff moved out of the house, moved into here. We have 1% left, which is like trampoline and a few tools, and we'll be getting to that later this week. But we are officially moved into the new place, and we're going to start unpacking a bunch of stuff. Hopefully majority today, this afternoon more than likely, when the AC starts to kick off for the remainder of the house. So this is kind of the space we're going to be working in today. Unfortunately, this one is broken due to me stepping over it and knocking it off, so that's completely snapped. So I got to order a replacement part for this one. And I guess during transport to this one, where is it? This one. Somehow this piece broke off of here, so this one also needs to be replaced as well. That shelving is going to be set up today. I'm going to watch some videos right now how to properly do it. I'm a visual learner rather than paper learner, so we're going to watch that. But this whole space is going to be fixed up. Probably going to be using the temporary table to set up some of the printers, especially knowing that 2 of them are decommissioned right now. Got to get the carbon tested to see if it works after the water damage, and this one needs to be tested once I get the replacement piece. That one was also had water damage. So literally I am going to be possibly set up on 2 printers today. We'll see. And let's get to it. All right, testing the carbon. About to plug it in now. See if it works. So far so good. Let's give it a minute and we'll go from there. Alright, so what we're going to do is going to be a little bit of modular work right now. We're going to get some of the good pieces that do function for the AMS hub, so I can test this one, because this is the one that got waterlogged. This one's updating right now, so we're going to let that update. And then we're going to test this one to get it on, but first I'm going to remove this piece and replace it with one of the good pieces. And then Amanda's helping me organize getting some of these things out of here. And we're going to set up the dryer boxes and start drying some of this filament. Got lots to do. And that's one piece removed. Time to remove the other. Alright, I got one of the filaments going. It's going to be some time with doing this with one dryer box, but we're going to make it work. We've got a couple more to do. We're going to wait till it gets to about 15% on that, and we should be good to go on the PLA. Or if we can get it down more, even better. Alright, it's time to remove this piece off of Bambu. By the way, extremely bonus tip. If you have a magnetizer, magnetize your pieces, because it just came in handy for me. It fell on the inside of there, went in there and picked it up, and it was just fine. Alright, this piece has been attached. Now it's time to tuck away the wiring. Now another really important tip too with the wiring to tuck it away. The way to look at it and kind of help it back into place is once you get it to a certain point where you can't really feed it through anymore, if you take your longer tool, or you can do it with a shorter one, and kind of maneuver it around inside these here, or even on the upper side on this back here, it'll actually help quite significantly on getting it back into place, so you don't pinch that cord and possibly mess up to where you won't even be able to use it. And we'll have to do a lot more replacement pieces back there. It's time to test to see if this works. It looks like everything's rocking and rolling, but it's time to lubricate these bad boys. Do another update probably on this and go from there and see what's going on. But it's all assembled, everything's working so far. Calibration and things like that need to be done, and then we'll get to the next part of today. Alright, a few weeks ago we were given some filaments samples to try out, and they gave us quite a few from another 3D printing group that we ran into, Houston based. It's all sample stuff, which is going to be great for our mystery eggs. There's no color variety other than this. That's the best way to do it. Now we will have to go through them eventually to see which one's ASA, PET G, things like that to separate them, but for now we're literally storing them away in a much better spot right here in this drawer. But we wanted to shout them out and say thank you for that. We really do appreciate it. The next thing we have to unbox is from Jen, Hamel's House of 3D Prints here on YouTube. She has sent us some filament over. Very big thank you to sending us some filament. We are definitely going to utilize it to the max capability of it. We really do appreciate it, and we can't wait to look at it. If you guys haven't subscribed to Jen, make sure you guys go do that. She's incredible. She's been doing updates. She's been testing out some printers. She's been doing a lot of great things. So please go share the support. If you guys are following me here and haven't followed her, go check her out.
Overture. This is my Rasta color for dragons. I simply love it.
Oh, she sent notes?
Enjoy these filaments. I never used this one from Insaminamente. Enjoy from the Hamels from Jim Hamel.
She has left us some wonderful little notes on each of the packages, and they are just so freaking appreciative and so adorable. What did that one say?
Enjoy these filaments. I love burnt titanium from, I don't know how to say this, Mandu. Enjoy from the Hamels.
Thank you guys for sending that out. We very much appreciate it. We do have some stuff, as you can see here, set up. And maintenance-wise, I do have to run to the store to get some lubricant because out of all the stuff that we have, we're completely out of that specific thing. I thought I had a little tube left of the Bambu one, but we're going to go to the store here shortly and get some lubricant so we can get these printers tested to see if they're going.
And a trash can.
And a trash can. And the fact that they are running is a very good sign that they didn't get waterlogged, at least to the point to where it's not working. Everything seems to be doing good. It had full calibration on both of them, so they seem to be up and running, so thank goodness. And then we have something to end off the video with that's very special, that we're really, really excited about as well. Literally, all of this stuff has been extremely positive this video. Got everything out. Y'all have sent us some stuff here in the community, and just this support that we've been getting has been tremendous, and we're ready to get things rock and rolling. And eventually, we will get those printers up and running, but right now, we still have to finish getting some stuff for the house, so we're not quite just there yet, but we're getting there. The progress is there. We are getting super close to being up and running with everything else. And this is just the temporary setup. We plan on getting shelvings to get the printers on a heavy-duty shelf that's going to be more over on this side.
Did you tell them?
About what?
That's what we thought this was.
Yeah, this is what we thought was going to be that, and it definitely is not.
Because it was small. It was a small box.
It was a small box, but it was right in front of the big shelf.
Yeah.
And this is what we got right now, rocking and rolling. This isn't a full term thing either. There's still going to be some stuff moved around, but this is kind of where it's going to be for that stuff. So filament up there, empty spools down there, the dryer there, and we got some stuff here. This isn't full too because we actually have the office space that's going to be separated from the 3D printing room. So these boxes are going to be emptied out and moved to other spots in the house, and then we're going to clean that up as well.
I don't know for sure yet. I'm just saying.
So that's the possible plans, but as you could hear from Amanda, that's not a for sure thing, but it's a possibility because we got to work with the space that we got. Kathy over at Flsun has sent us the new Flsun 3D printer, the T1 Max, that we're going to unbox in today's video. Really, really excited to hop into today's adventure to end out this week's video. It's been a crazy situation, but we're going to unbox this today and put it right in between there. We're going to have to move some things around. Move the busted up printers, or the ones that need some maintenance, probably underneath. And then we got a quick little benchy going for test printing tonight. While Amanda is getting the house unpacked, as you can see, we still have quite a bit of unpacking to do. But we're here. We're back to work, getting things grinding, getting things going, and I'm so excited to get into this. So some things that we are going to target for this unboxing video is a couple different things. One, the simplicity of unboxing it, how fast setup is. And the second one is already a very good positive in my books. The fact that a company has reached out to us to test a product at this early on in our 3D printing career for a smaller 3D printing channel. That is a massive positive to me, and this is something that I'm going to take the entire time through our journey as a 3D printing company, and giving shout outs to the little guys and stuff like that is extremely important, extremely massive, appreciated, and that is like automatically a 10 in that department whenever you're giving us a shot to highlight your product and showcase it. And we keep things real, keep things transparent with everything that we do. So my expectations are kind of blown away with the box size that we've been given and the specs on it. The fact that it came in a box this size is interesting, the thinness of it. So it's no bigger than a foot in the side, maybe 2.5 feet wide long. So now, if you guys are not familiar with these printers, they are specifically designed for high-speed printing, farm printing to be exact. So fits right into what we're trying to do, and this is the first time we're ever hopping into another printer that's not Creality or Bambu. So this is the third brand printer we've ever had our hands on. So it's going to be really interesting to see how we do with a fresh mindset who has no knowledge of a company, who has no knowledge of how the printer works, and someone who was tinkering with Creality printers quite significantly to getting spoiled by the easiness that is Bambu. So I'm really, really excited to hop into this, and let's get into today's unboxing. Now, I will also like to say we are going guerrilla style today. Here's a little tripod. All right. Okay. This was not how I was expecting it to look, but that's pretty dope. First time we've seen like a wrapping like this for the build plate, so that's pretty cool. All right. Amanda has stepped in to assist with backing the phone up. All right. We're going to take out the base. Yeah, there's some kind of USB thing there. So we'll leave that alone for now. This is the top piece. Just from the looks of it. We have our filament. Oh, right. Filament. I forgot it's over there. So we'll put that there for now. Bowden tube's already in there. Very interesting. All right. So let's put this top piece kind of over here. Let's go ahead. I think that is all the pieces. Let's go ahead and start reading these instructions and assembling this guy together. I like that it's all labeled and they're in bags like this. There's the nozzle. All right, cool. So first things first, place bottom shelf on a table. Take out the main wiring in the groove. All right, main wiring in the groove has been taken out. I'll leave it like that for now. All right, X-axis. Okay. inserting into bottom shell. Now that's done. Now the top piece has to go in. There's some more stuff in here. Okay, that's definitely coming out. M4 1224. Alright, so now that's all the pieces. I mean, if you can see the size, this is literally above my waist. This is half my height. Alright, so upper ball head joints. Okay. So probably a better idea to put them on here first. Alright, now that I got that, where's my instructions? Well, that was a close one. Almost did that upside down. Alright, so we got that next part done. I do want to make sure the tubing is connected pretty well. Alright, I don't know how much of the time this was going on, but having some technical difficulties. While we were doing this, we were trying to do this. The instructions said to do the tube first and then start putting this down, but I think I overthought it, possibly. And this is kind of what pushes it into place. Yeah, that's a step that's missing from the information. So when installing, make sure you do this piece first, because now I have to figure out how to clamp it around and also plug this in, but it's not going to work like that. Little side tip note, be careful with these cords at the very beginning of installation, because they got trapped up in this corner, which made me remove this top piece to try to pull this piece up to remove it out of there. Luckily, it didn't get damaged, but that was close. Well, after almost 2 hours doing a calibration thing on here, we'll see how it goes. Alright, it is currently 12:30 in the morning. Started about 9:18. Finally got the first test print going. And I definitely have some notations to do a breakdown video of this. But this was just the unboxing. I will leave a link down in the description box below. They are running a sale on the Flsun T1 Max right now. So check the link in the description box below. What I will say right now is if you are familiar with the Flsun brand, this is the one to check out and kind of take a look at. Like I said, the link in the description box below. But I will have a full breakdown of the printer and some things that I have with it, some things that are benefit. You know, we'll have that in the next couple weeks. You know, mention it here and there. But they are going to be running a sale on it. I will be mentioning the sale that they're running on it, because right now, farm printing is what I'm trying to do, and this is designated or designed to be printing fast, and we have a lot of test prints to do. So join us along for this journey as we be real and transparent with all these things that we're trying. And like I said, there are some notations that I have that are going to be going into this printer that could make things better, from my opinion. With that being said, that's going to end it for today's video. Join me next week for another family print project vlog, and we'll have some detailed breakdown videos actually this week too, as we get more and more into the Flsun T1 Max.
We are dreaming.